When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Penn State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. And he makes the grab at the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Finds his man, it's Reynolds. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll fire. Caught, close to the marker, it's Saunders. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch,
and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hawkeyes offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
they hit people too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Sullivan. He's got his man. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Leaves it with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Gill. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they get the sack just like that.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. They're bringing heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Shakes off the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Martin. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Back to throw, it's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Off the bootleg and rolling out. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop with the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Right back to the well. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The hand to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really really quickly. They need to put something.
Trying to beat the D deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. Fires left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throws to the wideout. It's in! Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these 3rd downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking downfield, it's Sullivan. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback will audible. On the move, it's Allen. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
That's caught. It's Saunders. Touchdown, Penn State! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Trying to get to him. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Scott. Here comes the offense on second down. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Got his man quickly. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Third down coming up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Gets it out fast. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Coming after him. Makes a connection. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hoffman. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Brings up second down.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quick strike complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's the handoff. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Using the quick game. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw at Sullivan. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing in.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Get it out on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And that one's incomplete.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Pocket starts to collapse. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the single running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll call for the fair catch here. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Burgess. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 9 in punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. He breaks a tackle. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Nittany Lions get it past the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Allard. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make 3rd down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Scott. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Caught behind the line. It's Howard. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down on the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're setting up the screen, and they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Saunders. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
He'll try to tack on one more. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. To get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Iowa City. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's kick it back to the guys inside Kinnick Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He gets a block, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. Let's go. He leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Allard. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that's a
touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Rutgers. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll come out throwing on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sullivan. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Going up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The Hawkeyes will snap it on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get...
Touchdown, Iowa! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
14.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Looking to pass. It's Aller. It's complete to the left. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Back to pass, it's Sullivan. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really tough on offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Sullivan. A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about it. He made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Allard. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He caught it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the stomping has commenced. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over the Astronauts. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. It'll be a draw. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Love the work by the running back on that drop play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff, and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Howard. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Feeling some... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got a man, it's Reynolds. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're going back to the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He leaves it with his back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air, it's Sullivan. He's got his man.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself, and he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Burgess. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for room, it's Scott. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
On the double.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Sullivan. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
4-2 Spider.
They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Discards a man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a first and goal.
Come on, set.
Wide receiver shows motion. He'll take it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be...
Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets him to the 49-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Gonna run it. It's Martin. Nice move to stay on his feet. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9.
The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. The play action fake. Looking left. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there. Down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes his connection.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Sullivan. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his man down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And that pass picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Give to the single back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gonna run it. It's Martin. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
42 Spider.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Saunders. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming.
Let's go.
Handoff to the lone back. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
From the gun, looking for a man. He caught it. Touchdown, Penn State. And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Finds the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Brought down at the 45. Brings up 2nd down.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Using his legs, it's Wallace. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Give to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.